like a simple tea. For this reason, a dairy farmer tries to ensure that each cow is milked the same way every time she enters the farm. You definitely see them chewing their cud because they enjoy the rotary ride and enjoy being milked. It takes about 8.5 minutes for the cow to make a complete turn in the rotary. The actual milking time is about 5 minutes, but there are several steps taken before a milking unit is attached. There are dairy technicians working with cows in different positions around the rotary. Because you cannot see them from here, the monitors show you the various steps that are done to harvest milk on a rotary farm. Every step of the milking process involves quantity and cleanliness. The first step in properly milking a cow is to disinfect the teats and prime the cow. Immediately after entering the rotary, the teat area on the udder on each cow is sprayed with a disinfectant solution, and 2 squirts of milk are taken from each quarter. This is called priming, and it is done to stimulate the cow to let down her milk, as well as to check for any signs of poor milk quality. If the technicians see anything abnormal with the milk, the cow is milked into a bucket and the milk is discarded. Her number is recorded so she can be evaluated by the herdsman. The next step is to wipe off the disinfectant and ensure that the teats are clean and sanitary. This is done after the disinfectant is on the teats for 30 seconds to ensure that it has had time to kill bacteria on the teat. Using a separate towel for each cow, the milker removes the disinfectant and cleans the teats, one at a time. This process also continues the stimulation started by priming. The next milker is positioned where the cow will be 60 seconds after priming. Now, the technician attaches the automatic milking unit. The milking unit uses vacuum to gently massage the teeth and draw the milk into the body of the milking unit called the claw. The claw is attached to a sanitary milk hose, and the vacuum power holds the milk to a meter. This meter records the amount of milk given by each cow and sends that number right to the herdsman's computer. From the meter, the milk flows onto the milk receiver, which pumps it on through the milk line into the milk room. After the milk is harvested, the milk meter detects that the cow is finished and automatically detaches the milking unit so that the cow is not milked any longer than necessary. The last technician in the farmer applies a protective dip to the teats of each cow prior to leaving the rotary. This post-dip protects the teat from infection and contains lotion-like emollients to keep the cow's teeth from shedding. Because the cows are such creatures of habit, they very quickly learn when it's time to exit the rotary and head back to their pens for more food and rest before their next appointment at the milking farm. Attention to quality and cleanliness means that after each milking shift, the rotary is cleaned using automatic cleaning and sanitizing systems that cleans and sanitizes the equipment in place. We also replace parts like inflations and hoses on a regularly scheduled basis to ensure that they are operating correctly and do not provide any opportunity for contamination. As you return to the box, you will pass through the observation area above the milk room, where we will pick up the path of the milk that was pumped from the receiver.
Well, what do you think? Good. Quite a setup, isn't it? Well, this was a vision of 9 dairy farmers. And they wanted to share their enthusiasm with everybody, and that is why they opened all this up for everybody to come in and take a look at it. Now, I did tell you, I'm going to give you a little rundown of what is going on out here. But I do want to let you know there will be a test on the way home. I was telling you that earlier, right? First of all, they got 3,000 head of cattle out here at this farm. And on an average day, they're milking 2,800 a day, 3 times a day. In one day, she can produce anywhere from 8 to 10 gallons of milk in that one day. Now, if you were watching that video, you saw the blue boxer meter. That is how they keep track of all that milk. But the thing of it is, each one of them has a collar around their neck. That collar has a transponder in it. So when they hook her up to the milk, to the meter, they know how much milk she's going to give and how much milk she does give. Now, it also keeps track of the amount of steps she's walking. And the reason for that is health reasons. They want to know what she is doing on a daily basis. Now, as we went through the barn, and you might even see it when you come here by the window a little bit, a color code on the top of the tail. If you saw that color code, that is how the herdsmen keep track of them as they're going through their cycle. Now, the 2 main colors, one is orange, the other one is green. And orange color means she has been artificially inseminated. A color green on the top means that she is pregnant. And you're looking at an average of 25 to 30 herdsmen keeping his farm running. You have to stop and think about it. This is 24/7. Now that milk will go into that turntable you see out there in the center. That has a stainless steel pump in it. Comes across that pipeline to where our holding tank's right over by these other windows. Because in a little bit, we're going to come around this way. We're going to head out over here. But we are going back to our transponder. Because we got about a 2% rate. They produce more milk, or she's a slow milker. She'll get 2 rides on the merry-go-round. They want to make sure they get all the milk out. So what they will do, they will hang a chain across the back of that stall area that she is in. So when she gets to the other side over there, she can't back up. They know she's going to go around twice. Now you saw that herdsman, he was working out over there. He was keeping an eye on them, making sure they all get on and get off the way they're supposed to. But when he is not over there, like right now, you'll see that black mud flap kind of waving in the breeze out there. Well, that is over there to catch her attention. That is enough to wake her up. She will back up off the carousel. Exactly what we want her to do. And they're just like kids and old people. If one does it, you know all the reps are going to